Hello and welcome back to another edition of the Washington football team franchise mode here on my YouTube channel. First of all, before I get into the usual stuff for beginning the game, I really want to thank you guys for all the love on these videos. I know it might not seem like a lot of views compared to like a really big YouTuber or anything, but I'm just starting out posting these videos as far as Madden goes. MLB videos are still going out. There actually just was an MLB video that was posted before this, but a lot of the comments have been really constructive, and this video specifically is tied directly to comments. So as you guys know, the quarterback of the Washington football team is Ryan Fitzpatrick, and if you look at the career of Ryan Fitzpatrick, it says right here he's been in the league for 16 years. He's been from the Buffalo Bills to the Buccaneers to now Washington to so many other different teams, a journeyman quarterback. He's been all over the world pretty much. And we have to kind of make a decision as a football team, and you guys will be in that decision. I wanted to maybe make a move at quarterback, but I want you guys to comment below your thoughts, and I'm going to give you the 4 options here really quick. So option number 1, we stick with Fitzmagic the rest of the year, and we maybe target a quarterback later in the draft as we head into year 2. This probably seems like the most realistic option, but the other 3 options are I bench Ryan Fitzpatrick, I roll with Taylor Heinicke the rest of the year. We see if Heinicke as a starter can get that experience. It's literally in the game as well that it helps boost their stats if they play. So maybe Taylor Heinicke is the future of this program. I'm not sure. Option number 3, we literally just trade Fitzpatrick for a high draft pick. Anybody looking for a quarterback, maybe a second rounder, probably not a second rounder, but like a 3rd, 4th round pick, and we see if we can get someone next year again and then roll with Heinicke the rest of the year. Now option number 4 is the most fun option. This is where we package Fitz with our 1st rounder next year and our 1st rounder the year after, and we try and buy our franchise quarterback pretty much. Now, I want this to be as realistic as possible. So let's say we went with option number 4. I wouldn't start that quarterback for 2 weeks because you got to think about learning a new playbook, learning a new scheme. That would never possibly happen as my Rocket League updates. There you go. So I want you guys to think about those 4 different options and comment below which one makes the most sense to you. Also, if you love option 4, I keep almost dropping my controller. If you love option 4 about potentially trading for another quarterback, comment below who you think that is. I keep thinking in my head Aaron Rodgers because of what's happening in Green Bay, all the fallout happening there. But maybe you're thinking like Josh Rosen. Maybe you're thinking Sam Darnold. Maybe you're thinking so many other guys. So comment below in the YouTube comments who you guys think we trade for. If you like that option, if you don't, comment the other 3 options. But welcome to another episode of the Washington football team franchise mode here on my YouTube channel. Let's get into it. So as you guys know, we lost a heartbreaker versus Buffalo 24-21 in overtime. We had to scout a couple players before we head. Actually, I'm going to head into the next week and then we'll scout some more players after that. So this week is a must-win game, and I'll talk about and we have a press conference on QB1. This is very interesting based on what we've been talking about. But before I even get into all that and all the stuff we have to do before we head into this game, this is a must-win game. You know, I said at the open of the last video that Buffalo was easily a game we could lose. They're a phenomenal football team. We should have won the game. I didn't manage the game very well, but I definitely think we could beat Atlanta. I don't care if it's at Atlanta. We gotta beat the Falcons, man. So let's jump into what we have weekly awards, a press conference, player negotiations, scouting, weekly strategies. We got a lot to get into. Again, I just want to thank you guys for the support of these videos, man. It's been super awesome. Let's first look at weekly awards. I think we had one of our players, and yes, we did. So even though we lost the game, Josh Moreland, 11 tackles, 2 sacks, 2 interceptions, including a pick 6. To have all that happen and still lose definitely hurts. I want Moreland to know that we appreciate him. I want the defense to know that we appreciate him. So I want the offense to go crazy this game if we can. So next up, we have a press conference talking about evaluate the start of your quarterback season. Should be really interesting. This is actually, I didn't know this was going to happen. I was talking about Fitzmagic, and now we're getting a conference about the quarterback position. Let's see what we're talking about. Coach are approaching the end of the 1st quarter of the season. What more do you need out of Ryan Fitzpatrick? I need him to, I wouldn't say carry the team. I would more so say I mean, I don't really like either of these answers. I would say build chemistry would be a little bit more important. He doesn't have to carry the team because we have a very good team around him. We want him to be himself, continue to do his part to build chemistry and keep our offense rolling. The better chemistry we have, the easier it'll be for everyone to make plays. I agree. Beat the Falcons, scored 4+ offensive touchdowns. Wow, that's a goal right there. But again, like, I don't think, and you gotta be realistic, man. Like, we have a very good football team, and Fitzmagic is a decent quarterback. He doesn't need to be anything crazy. Let's go look at our 4 players that we have to negotiate contracts for. First one being Jonathan Allen. I like the bonus and duration, just not the salary. So if you guys remember last episode, I offered contracts to Jonathan Allen and Brandon Sheriff. We have Charles Leno Jr. and Logan Thomas, our tight end, that we can begin negotiating with. I want to talk to our captains again, see if we kind of figure out what we're working with here. I can't remember what I offered these guys last time. But Jonathan Allen is 26 years old. I like a 4-year contract. I like getting him into his age 30 season. I think we up the signing bonus up to like 10 mil. If I can make it an even 10 mil. So an even $10 million signing bonus, adding in a salary of $5.5 million a year. I think this is a fair deal. I mean, that salary is not very high for one of the premier defensive tackles in the NFL. We have a good amount of cap room. As I mentioned, we got to sign some of our best players though. And this is also a sign, you know what, I'm in the way of the signing bonus. I just noticed that right now. Sorry. Like, we got to show our players that we care about our captains, you know what I mean? So I'm going to extend this offer to Jonathan Allen, see what he says. And Jonathan Allen now extended for 4 more years with the Washington football team. Says that's a great offer. I'm glad we got the deal done. Again, got to make, especially with Chase Young out, got to make a premier player in our defense happy. And now we go to look at Brandon Sheriff. So if I go to his player card, I want to see how long he's signed for. So if I go to contracts here, Sheriff is contract. Okay. Contract, let's see. It just shows years remaining is 1. Okay, so that makes sense. I thought some of these guys might be negotiating with more like years left in their contract. So Sheriff says the contract length is good, but that's it. It's a little bit rough. Allen seemed a little bit understanding, but I mean, Brandon Sheriff is a right guard. It's not like, I mean, he's important. He's definitely important, but I am going to, I wish it shows you like their interest level as you levied contracts and not just left you kind of high and dry in the unknown. I'll up the signing bonus to 5 mil, signing bonus to 5 million, and knock the salary down to 8.5. I mean, what is the going rate for an offensive lineman right now? So the top 4 contracts in the NFL for offensive line annually are Lane Johnson's making number 1. That's very interesting. But like 18 mil is like the ceiling for lineman single year contracts. So I guess, yeah, 8.5 million is a little bit derogatory. But I do like how it shows the cap room changes as we move on here. I think an even 10 mil leaves us a decent amount of salary cap room left with 71.8 mil, 3-year, 5 mil offer for the signing bonus. Let's see if he accepts this offer to be our right guard. And he says this offer is perfect. I can't wait until next year. So did I overpay a little bit? I want to make our captains happy. And I also want to make the rest of the team know that I don't extend offers like that unless you're a captain. Not unless you're a captain, unless you're someone with tenure like Jonathan Allen and Brandon Sheriff are. I'm not going to talk to Charles Leno Jr. These guys are both ready to start the negotiation process. I truthfully don't envision these guys to be very important to me right now. Logan Thomas does have the star archetype, bronze normal for Charles. And it's bronze like kind of the rest of the way. So we'll have these negotiations when they pop up, obviously. But I wanted to make sure we got our 2 captains signed on. And especially heading into a big week, want to make sure that they're very interested in winning as well. So I browsed through this really quick and didn't exactly understand what I was doing initially, but now I have somewhat of an idea. And if we look at our draft class here, the top 3 picks scouted wise are all quarterbacks. We have a 6'2" field general. All three field generals except for Shane Jones, who has a strong arm. I honestly want a field general quarterback, and I love that Duncan is 6'2", but we're probably not getting him because he's probably going really early in the draft. So let me go to quarterback here, and let's look a little bit further down. I like a field general, like I mentioned. Justin Alexander's a 6th round. I want like a 2nd round quarterback if possible. Austin Brackett, 6'5", a strong arm, out of LSU. Archetype, interesting. I'm gonna scout him. Let's see what happens here. A+ throw power, that's awesome. B+ throw accuracy short, not a big deal. Throw accuracy mid is a B. The talent level is that of an early 6th rounder, and we could get him in the, boy, that's interesting. And I definitely want to start scouting middle linebacker. We definitely are in need of a middle linebacker here very bad. This might end up being our first overall pick. I like a pass coverage linebacker in Rich Mayer here. And everything looks pretty good. He's projected to be an early 4th rounder. I mean, I wouldn't mind picking him up for sure. I think we go into a little bit more of a deep dive in scouting later on in another video. Since we're so early in the season, it's not really the time for casual football fans to be invested in college players yet. We will not be invested either. I mean, to some degree. But our weekly strategy before we head into the game, we are again facing Atlanta. So if I look at our plan versus Atlanta, I definitely think we need to just defend. I think we just defend the medium pass. I don't envision Matt Ryan going huge plays downfield at us at all. Looking at our defensive health really quick. So we are at 100%. So I learned this last video that whether you practice in full pads or half pads, it says in the description, I didn't notice it until now, helps to give you better XP during practice. But again, you practicing in full pads does risk injury. We're all at 100% health, and I don't consider Atlanta to be a very, now I might be selling it right now, I don't consider Atlanta to be a very good team. So I want to keep these guys in half pads here, and then move on to our offensive strategy, which playing Atlanta, our goal is to have 4 touchdowns this week. So I think, and this is another point, I think we try and establish the pass, to be honest with you, because if we can't pass versus Atlanta, then we're definitely going to need a new quarterback. You look at average total yards allowed, they're 10th in the NFL in yards allowed. We should have a pretty easy go of it. They're not very high in takeaways or sacks. I feel like we should definitely take down the Falcons. I'll do half pads for both to make everybody happy. I'm also going to turn off the in-game commentary because I do like commentating and talking a lot during these games. So I think you guys would probably rather hear my voice than the commentators getting muffled underneath mine. So sorry about not noticing that until now. But we are on the road in Atlanta. We have just come off of our first loss of the year, and a very heartbreaking loss at that. This should be a noon game. I didn't look at the time specifically, but Atlanta rocking those black unis, which looks so cool. We're in a beautiful stadium, and Atlanta at this point of the year, nothing to lose. We got everything to gain. This is a must-win game. Let's go Washington. Skull Washington, actually. And we are off here in Atlanta. We get the ball to begin the first half. First game of the year that we get ball to begin, and not a very good return by me because I didn't read that play at all. And out comes the #1 question mark of the current team, Ryan Fitzpatrick. Can he lead us to a big game here in Atlanta, or will the questions begin already? I should have the outside free already. Samuel had a great first game. I don't have that free anymore. A little check down to Gibson up the middle here. Lower the shoulder, a little 9-yard gain. We'll take that. I don't want to take anything out of Fitzpatrick's hands. I want to play as smart as I can because even though I think it could be fun if we trade him, I don't want to just trade him because I'm going to purposely tank a game. You know what I mean? Gibson to the outside. Jukes inside. What a run. Oh, a 42-yard run up the middle for Gibson. I mean, he's been struggling to get to 50 yards at the end of a game. Already up to 42 on his very first carry. 21 miles an hour top speed on the run there. And like I mentioned, Atlanta's definitely a team that we should be able to beat. This is not like a very good team by any stretch, and especially, you know, talking about Fitzpatrick here, if they're not doing a good job playing defensively, I might have Thomas over the middle if that safety kind of shadows McLaurin here. And I'm going to check down here to McKissick. 4 down set for Atlanta here on 2nd and 7. Shotgun, McLaurin, good route, corner, end zone, one-on-one, gets him down to the 1-yard line, Terry McLaurin. So our top offensive players already showing why I don't think we need Fitzmagic to be unbelievable on this team. Because we have such a great supporting cast around Fitzpatrick. We have 1st and goal, and we're only 2 minutes into the first quarter, knocking on the doorstep of our first touchdown of the game, and Gibson runs into a lineman and will run into second. I think we stay in this set. Atlanta, 2-yard line. They know all about passing near the goal line. Bates up the middle, and he will find his first rushing touchdown of the year. We had Peyton Barber find his first. Now Bates finds his first. And, you know, this is an interesting team celebration. What was that? But anyway, you know, we talk about the many different weapons here in Washington, and this just further goes to prove why I don't know if we really have to trade away Fitzpatrick. If we can let him flourish with the weapons we have, but on the same like kind of token, how great would Aaron Rodgers be? A lot of the questions yet to be answered, but for right now, for just beginning the first quarter, your Washington football team up 7-0 here in Atlanta. And Atlanta coming out of the single back set under center. It's a stretch to the left, good blocking on the outside, and looking for a hole is Mike Davis, and he will have a 10-yard run. Falcons on 2nd and inches is a stretch to the outside again, and no pressure. I got to start cycling some linebackers over on the outside, but I mean, both teams recognizing the run is definitely a way to success this game. Single back again for Ryan, looking to pass. Covered, sideline, good pass to Ryan, or good pass by Ryan. First shotgun set of the game for Atlanta. I'm going to use Fuller and manage the right side of the flats here. They're going to look flats again, and it's a lot of checkdowns. Atlanta audibly to a different play. I'm going to man him up, and I'll cover Pitts myself. Looking to the flats. There's a lot of openings. We're playing well off the line of scrimmage right now. I don't like how much space we're giving Atlanta. And even though this is not like week 1 where we had an injured center, I do want to dial up the old Mike Zimmer special here on 3rd and 4. Play down coverage here on 3rd down. See if we can send a little bit of pressure and get Atlanta to maybe think about a tough 4th down or a punt. And they have a wide open pass over the middle. Hit stick by me does not matter. Atlanta near the red zone already. 2nd and 8 here. 25-yard line, shotgun set for Atlanta, motion to his right. It's going to be a fake jet sweep handoff Mike Davis, and just as I was confused up here in the booth, I think Mike Davis was just as confused as to why he got the ball, because he did not run hard there at all. And now we have 3rd and 10. Moreland on the left. Moreland had a phenomenal game last week. Looking over the middle, he has a man open. What in the world is Moreland doing? Breaks a tackle down to the 3-yard line. Matt Ryan is 5 of 5 for 57 yards, and an offense that I completely wrote off in a game that I thought would be very easy is now a couple yards away from being tied. Ryan looking to throw. He's going to have a man wide open, and we are tied pending the extra point here in Atlanta. McKenzie finds a hole to the left. The beautiful scoreboard lighting up here down midfield. And with 2 minutes left in the first quarter, after a phenomenal 11-play drive by Atlanta, we are tied here in Georgia. I had to get Stroman a good return here. Come on, Stro, find your hole. We got something. Oh, we got in front of our blocking there. I've been really enjoying kick returning with Stroman. I'm not sure if Atlanta's kick coverage is just phenomenal or what, but another decent return out to the 31-yard line, and I think we start to just continue, and they're not lining up in a run defense at all. Continue establishing the run with Gibson. Handoff up the middle. Great blocking, a pancake as well. I didn't follow that lead block very well, but I'm at least getting the vibe right now that this might be Gibson's biggest game of the year. It's going to be a play fake. Looking, Thomas bumped on his route. Beautiful. Why wasn't that not thrown up the field anymore? I'm not sure. But we have 3rd and 1. So Atlanta coming out in a run defense. I've been loving how Gibson's been running and how our offensive line has been blocking. Should have this yard here, no problem. We have the yard and more. Gibson nearly breaks open another. Look at the blocking being established by the Washington offensive line. And now I think this is where we go for the dagger. It's early in the game, so it's not the dagger, but we're running the ball very well. We might have a really good play here on play action. Looking. Samuel. Sideline. Beautiful toe drag down to the 22. Both offenses clicking on all cylinders right now. What? I mean, if you bought tickets to this game, it's been worth every penny so far. Atlanta challenging the play. I'm pretty sure I got 2 feet in. I don't think that this is going to be reviewed or reversed, but see if we have the other route here. 1, 2 feet. Possession in the ground. The camera's not really showing it there, but he controlled it to the ground. So I don't think that this is going to be overturned. And we'll see what the official ruling is. And this is a first down. So Atlanta losing a timeout. Nearing the red zone. Great blocking. Gibson can't break a tackle, but he does get inside the red zone. A very nice number of yardage so far for Gibson. And on 3rd and 5, let's see if we can get McLaurin. Might be in a possible... I'm audibling this art a little bit because I like what I'm seeing on the defense. I might have McLaurin in the end zone here. 3rd and 5. Looking to pass. McLaurin. End zone. Might have been a really bad ball, but McLaurin makes the play. When you have a superstar wide receiver, you throw the ball at them and let them flourish. Terry McLaurin on an awful ball by Ryan Fitzpatrick. I should have done a high point pass there. Goes up and makes the play regardless. And Washington, nearing the end of the first quarter, already up 14-7. Did I miss the extra point? Welcome to Minnesota kicking. Matt Ryan out of the shotgun. Single back to his left. Ryan looking to pass. Got a lot of room. Check down to the sideline like he's been doing all game. And they've been going to the sidelines very well. An interesting first quarter. Like both defenses did not show up today. So 2nd and 5. Ryan out of the shotgun again, looking to pass. He'll have nothing to the flat. Again, nothing to the flat. And he just throws it away. And man him up on that guy. Go to, I'm on the wrong. There we go. I'm on Holcomb now. Looking for a pass over the middle. Holcomb in coverage. To the sideline. And that was Matt Ryan's first bad read of the game. And now we got to take advantage. I mentioned that Atlanta coming on offense very well early in the game. Washington with a chance to return the punt. Good coverage set up here. Can we get a block? We almost got a block. All right. So running to Sheriff's side, who we recently signed to a big extension. He has a decent block. Gibson was waiting for Thomas to set up his play. Oh, no. That looked like a calf. It shouldn't be a big deal. I hope it's not a big deal. We just lost Chase Young 2 weeks ago. And now Terry McLaurin going into the tent. I think it's just a minor injury. It doesn't look like a big deal. He was not involved in the play. We ran against his side. But regardless, for right now, we have no Terry McLaurin. It's 3rd and 9, and now we need somebody else to step up. Looking to pass. Over the middle. Gibson with the, or that's McKissick with the play. So despite no Terry McLaurin, the offense steps up. McKissick on the hitch route out of the shotgun, waiting on bated breath to hear about the fate of their star wide receiver. We've already been decimated by injuries so much this season. To lose yet another player would be detrimental. No blocking set up there, and Gibson will be back to the line of scrimmage. Okay, so McLaurin, foot contusion, will return soon. We'll let him come back in if he feels ready and able. I thought about, and he's already back in the game. Wow, McLaurin just said, I'm ready to go. All right. Well, you got to respect that out of a star wide receiver. I threw it away perfectly. I can't believe I got that off. So if we have McLaurin back in the game, I think we try and target him here. McLaurin over the middle. We could have Sims to the outside. Looking to pass here on 3rd and 10. Might have that on the outside. Sims, not a great pass by Fitz. And Mike Davis is off to another rough start. After his first carry went for 10 yards, the last 5 carries have gone 5 carries for 8 yards for Mike Davis. Looking to pass, Kyle Pitts is covered. Matt Ryan to the check down. Big hit stick, but he gets the first down. Versus our first opponent of the year, who I'm blanking on right now. But a lot of forced fumbles in game 1. I form set. Run up the middle. I vacated the route. Mike Davis breaks the tackle. Down to the 43-yard line. And just when Mike Davis seemed like he couldn't run the ball very well, they caught me in a pass, or they caught Washington in a pass coverage. And now Atlanta moving once again. Down lineman will shift over here. 1st and 10 on the 43. Ryan out of the shotgun, running back to his right. Looking for another check down to Pitts. Looking for a big play defensively. I got the middle cover with Holcomb. And he will be stopped short for 3rd down. So 3 different wide receivers run at Holcomb. He stops one of them. And now a huge 3rd and 1. And a shotgun set out of Atlanta. What a very curious move, but it is a run. Oh, Bostic falls to the play action. They go to the check down anyway with another big hit stick. Matt Ryan leaving a lot of plays downfield completely alone right now. Maybe Matt Ryan threw a lot of interceptions and threw a lot of balls in coverage and didn't like what he saw, but a lot of tentative play out of Matt Ryan, and now we finally shut down Mike Davis, and now an injury for Atlanta. Hennessy, who I believe is a guard. I'll have to double check that injury. I wonder if I could pull up a menu to see. I'm not sure. Mike Davis to the outside will get close to the first down, right in the red zone, but 3rd and 1. So Atlanta gets the first down on 3rd and 1. It's 1st and 10 in the I form. Tight end to his right is Pitts. Matt Ryan under center. It's gonna be a stretch run to the outside. Mike Davis with room. One man is Collins, who lays a haymaker, and we get the fumble. Landon Collins with one man there, hearkening back to his days in New York. Shuts down Mike Davis at the 2-yard line. We recover the fumble. Mike Davis one-on-one with Landon Collins. A big pickup for Washington as well. And now the momentum completely in the way of the Washington football team, looking for more. Liking what I'm seeing on defense. Audibling to a run up the middle. Handoff is to Gibson with pancakes all over. Hoppling. I said hurdling and hopping in the same sentence. And I said hoppling. 2nd and 4. Ball in the 11. A very risky play action bootleg here. But we have an opening. Looking deep. Oh, that was a horrible throw. Back shoulder throw. I thought I was set. Evidently, I was not. And we easily could have had 30-40 yards there, but the back foot was not settled. Whatever we do, avoid the safety. They're giving us the play on 3rd and 4. If McLaurin can run a clean route, I should have him low. McLaurin, absolutely beautiful. Low point pass to avoid the corner. Terry McLaurin, if you thought he was still dealing with that injury, clearly can still cut perfectly fine. An awesome route run again by the legend himself, known as Scary Terry. If you've been watching every game of this series, you know how great McLaurin has been. Handoff to the left is to Gibson. Absolutely no room to run. Not a great call by the offensive coordinator to go directly at his wide receivers. And this is where we go back to Ryan Fitzpatrick. 3rd and 9. Can your quarterback get out of a tough play? Can your quarterback find an opening? This is where elite quarterbacks show themselves here. I'm audibling to Thomas. He might have a play. I'm not sure who's covering him, though. Over the middle. I took a bad route there. I was a little bit worried about the pass to Thomas being intercepted. I went to the Minnesota Vikings special and went to the check down there. Went for the hit stick and missed it. And now, after a huge forced fumble by Landon Collins that did prevent Atlanta from taking the lead in this game, they're right back on defense. And these are the type of plays that will definitely hurt a defense, man. This is when you really want your offense to shine. As a big hit stick is laid again, they are not playing this smart in Atlanta. They are coming right at my linebackers, which I would not do. It's gonna be a check down outside. Mike Davis down to the 42. That counts as a rush technically. And for Washington's defense, who's been so good this year, looking to prevent the pass. Deep downfield. Sideline Matt Ryan incomplete. Wide open was Calvin Ridley. And that will be 4th down on a very errant throw by Matt Ryan with a chance to give Atlanta a huge play. And honestly, with one timeout left and Ryan Fitzpatrick and one timeout in Atlanta, I don't know if it's very smart to try and air the ball downfield here. I think we go to another Minnesota Vikings special in the halfback draw. Not in this playbook, apparently. Back draws are kind of a weird play to cover defensively if you're expecting a pass. And we have nothing. Oh, if he broke that tackle, could have been interesting. So I'm going to run with 3 timeouts. I'm going to let this play clock go basically down to nothing. But I'm going to see if we can get something downfield. Because if we don't get this play, Atlanta could spell their timeout. I mean, they only have 1, so it's not the end of the world. I might have McLaurin deep here. I'm going to put Gibson in a pass block. They're looking that they're maybe going to blitz that guy on the left. I'm going to actually move Gibson over to help that coverage to see if I get McLaurin downfield, or possibly Thomas. Looking to throw. Looking to throw. Oh, almost a huge play. Great coverage by the safety for Atlanta. Fitzpatrick delivers a dime. McLaurin was there, and phenomenal coverage by the safety for the Falcons to prevent a huge play. They would have definitely made this a 2-possession game. 3rd and 9, looking to eat up that last timeout. McKissick with the same score we left the first quarter with, which was 13-7. Sending some more pressure here over the middle, and that's going to end the first quarter. Unless they could get in a... Yeah, they can't. I didn't think they could. So through the first half, second quarter delivered no action. A little bit of a scare with McLaurin. And an even amount of snaps, 29-30. Yardage is about the same. I mean, it's been a pretty even ball game so far. And on 1st and 10, Matt Ryan on the shotgun, looking to pass. Has a little check down again. And Pitts, who has not really been targeted downfield at all, checkdowns have been working, picks up 9.5, and we have 2nd down. Matt Ryan out of the single back set. Washington will press its defense. 2 tight ends right, wide receiver in motion, and they finally do the jet sweep. And Ross, I don't know why he didn't cut that outside originally, but he'll get 7 in the 1st down. Regardless, we head to 3rd and 2 out of the shotgun set. Matt Ryan going to an audible. Now an empty set. Cover the sticks, telling the defense here. Looking over the middle. Holcomb misadvantages his route. And now a big 1st down picked up by Atlanta inside the 32. Last time they were here, they moved down here with ease. And another great play on the sideline, and Smith out of bounds, and another. What is going on? McGarry's down. And his whole offense at this rate going down, but they're still playing Washington, one of the better defenses in the NFL, well. And whether it's Pitts or whether it's Smith, checkdowns to the tight end continue to be working. Single back Trey to his left. Matt Ryan looking to hand off up the middle. Mike Davis trucks his way into the end zone. And Atlanta, pending an extra point, are about to take the lead. I simply can't believe how easy Atlanta's moving downfield versus our defense. Definitely need Jonathan Allen to talk to the defense here, because we should be doing way better than this. And now a botch in return. Unbelievable. I thought I clicked on to like run with that, and I clicked down to the 11-yard line, and we need a big play. McLaurin cannot get to the sideline. Yeah, I mean, I should have read that defense a little bit better and not went with that play. And after a game that I thought the Washington football team had clearly in hand, at least from how the first quarter was going, Atlanta with full momentum. They get the ball with a chance to better their lead even more. A big hit stick. Ross shakes it off again. Man, I mean, man's probably gonna have to be the move, because Atlanta's moving down the field with ease. They're all really small plays, granted. Up the middle, Holcomb, play action, breaks through, huge coverage Another sack by Holcomb. 7 tackles on the game. He bites on play action, fights through the block, and a gigantic sack on second down to make it third. Matt Ryan looking to pass. He'll do an audible to put trips to the left, 1 wide receiver to his right. 3rd and 14, Matty Ice looking to throw. Instant pressure and a big stand by Washington. We will get the ball back. And I am going to do a play action bootleg. Bates underneath, who scored his first rushing touchdown of the game. McLaurin running over the middle. It's a play action. McLaurin. Beautiful, absolutely seamless dime by Fitzpatrick. The defense preoccupied in the play underneath, and McLaurin picks up yet another big play. And I'm telling you, man, without Terry McLaurin, I don't know where this team is at. Knocking on the door of field goal range. Fitzpatrick handing the ball off with some room to run. Gibson, did he get the first down? He did. Another big run by Gibson. Great job by the O-line. I'm getting nervous. Samuel over top, another single back play action play. 1st and 10, looking to throw, sacked. And so we have 3rd and 18. Biggest play of the game here. Intercepted. I don't know what I was looking at. After another, we got to make our defense happy at some point. I mean, our defense has been playing so hard this game. They just have not gotten the love they need. Holcomb with another huge play, though. Regardless, 2nd and 11. Matt Ryan on the shotgun will audible someone to his left. That is Smith, the backup tight end. Looking to pass. Underneath, covered. Looking for the pick. It's McCain. Fresh off of injury. Back in his first game in 2 weeks. We have missed you, Bobby McCain. Gosh, I would love Thomas to get separation here. Just once. Possession catch, please. Easy. Huge play for Thomas. That's a big morale boost for him for sure. We're in field goal range. And after what was an incredibly electric first quarter, we have had basically chess being played. From the 2nd and the 3rd, and the final of this game will be decided in the 4th quarter. A formation that we have run so much on. I want to see if we can get a screen in here. Let the blocking set up. And there we go. Gibson lowers his shoulder. The blocking did not set up at all, but Gibson lets his blocking somewhat do something there, and we get a first down. So 28-yard line, 9 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Play action bootleg looking to pass. McLaurin will make the play down to the 11. Inside the red zone. Scary Terry with another great play. We're running from the left to the right. Handoff, McKissick blocking. McKissick can't outrun the linebacker, and yet another injury for Atlanta. 2nd and 7. Might have Gibson on the flat here. Play action bootleg. Gibson on the run. Can he beat him to the end zone? Down to the 2-yard line. Nothing. 3rd and 1. Handoff up the middle. Gibson lowers his shoulder, finds a hole, gets the first down, and another Falcon goes down. What did they put in their cereal this week? Holy cow. 1st and goal, Fitzmagic. QB sneak. We have the lead. 3rd rushing touchdown of the year for Fitzmagic, I believe. Looking for McLaurin. Are they in man? They might be in man defense. If that in fact means man, I gotta believe McLaurin wins this route here, although we have Gibson to his left. McLaurin, the best player on the team. Where in the world would we be without Terry McLaurin winning that slant route once again? 2 for 2 on 2-point conversions this year. And with 7:38 left in a must-win game here in Atlanta, the Washington football team gives the ball back with the lead and a kneel by Ross. I've gone full-blown commentator mode, by the way. I hope you guys are enjoying it. This is like, I love commentating, dude. I love playing too, but I love commentating. I hope you guys are enjoying it, man. Not to take you out of the immersion. Back to the immersion, sorry. Calvin Ridley on the check down right there. Bunches to his left on 2nd and 4. Matt Ryan under center. Looking for a quick pass. He's got Ridley intercepted. Fuller, end zone. We have a 2-possession lead here in Atlanta. A pick six, and all the momentum has swung on the side of the Washington football team. Matt Ryan with his second interception of the game. Full control in the hands of Washington. Unbelievable two-man defense. McCain will be covering the tight end. Again, fresh off of injury, bunch shotgun set for Atlanta. Looking to pass over the middle. Has a man looking for the big hit stick, and another fumble recovery by Washington. The turnovers coming out in full force here in Atlanta. 2nd and 9. Gibson over 100 yards in the day, looking to run again, has a room. It looked like he was blocked, and then he just bounced right off of the block. That was so weird. Oh, wow, gee, that was a roller coaster of emotions. I clicked square, nothing happened, and Fitzmagic got sucked into a sack. And I may not be an NFL coach, but I'm of the firm belief that if a team has their backs against the wall, coverage is one way to play it. I want to put some coverage, but some blitzing too. You need to add pressure if teams are passing, and that's why you do it. Make that quarterback worried. Moreland, the defensive player of the week for the NFC, logs his first sack of the game. And now 2nd and 22, Matt Ryan out of the shotgun once again. Mike Davis to his right, looking to pass, nowhere to go, and nearly sacked in the end zone. He gets the ball away, but 3rd down does persist for Atlanta. Shotgun with 3 wide receivers to his right, Mike Davis to his left. It's a halfback draw. Davis will shrug off of one would-be tackler, and it will be 4th and 9. And this is 4-down territory for Atlanta. Matt Ryan in the shotgun set, looking to throw. Has a man deep. Will he make the play? Wrong read. Intercepted by Landon Collins. Looking to get some room set up here. Almost houses it. Not really to the 37, but turnover city here in Atlanta. Landon Collins, a forced fumble already, and now an interception to add on to his total as well. Washington well in the driver's seat, looking for the strip, and they will not get it. McKissick rattled down to the 38, 2nd and 11. McLaurin gets the first down. And there's timeout number 1 by Atlanta, and that should just about do it. McLaurin coming up clutch again. And now, I mean, the question remains as we head into the next week, and the YouTube comments earlier in the video, do you change your opinion now? Do we need to trade Ryan Fitzpatrick? Are we good with what we have? Dexter Fowler is down. God bless the Atlanta Falcons. They've lost every player this game. So here on 3rd and 8, we will opt to hand this one off to Peyton Barber. Obviously, we'll kick the field goal if we don't get the first here. Handoff is to the outside, and there's no blocking at all, which is perfectly fine. And perfectly fine as well, as we get some more confidence for Dustin Hopkins here, who has missed 2 extra points already this season. And he perfectly nails that field goal. And Washington will move out to a 17-point lead. And I guess I'll offer my closing statements on Ryan Fitzpatrick. I feel like I understand people in the chat who are going to tell me that we should trade him. But man, this just might be that weird quirky year that Fitzmagic kind of figures it out. You know what I mean? I'm not sure, but we'll see. Down the middle, he has a man wide open. Coverage breaks down there. Calvin Ridley will pick up 6. But too little too late for Atlanta. One of the only deep options left for the Falcons is Calvin Ridley. And that'll make it a 10-point game. And now here comes the onside kicking crew for Atlanta. A recovery will put us up to 3-1 on the year. Young Ho Ko with the kick. And the Washington football team will move to 3-1. And with this kneel down, that should just about do it here in Atlanta. Fitzmagic picks up a rushing touchdown. Despite an early injury, McLaurin comes back into the game and really shows again why he's arguably the most valuable player in this team. The defense has a phenomenal fourth quarter, including the return of Bobby McCain from injury, getting an interception of his own, a forced fumble by Landon Collins, and an interception as well, and a phenomenal game all around for the Washington football team, moving to 3-1 on the year. I want to thank you guys for watching. All of the post-game, like different upgrading of stats, will all be in the next video. So I want to cut this one a little bit short because it's already been, I've been recording for an hour, 10 minutes. I'm not sure what the full breakdown of it is, but this was a lot more of a commentary-based gameplay. I commentated like crazy. Please comment if you guys like that. If you don't, I'll put the other commentary team back on. It's completely fine by me. But if you guys enjoyed, I would really enjoy it if you guys told me that, because then I would know that to keep doing it. But you guys have been loving the videos. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll catch you in week 5.